How's it going, guys? Welcome to part 12 of the Resident Evil walkthrough. Sadly, we've run into another issue. Basically, guys, I was trying a new method. This bloody controller, put it in there, it gets to listen to the audio a lot better than sticking it into my computer, because obviously then I'm yanking my headphones out all the time. Only problem is, as soon as I plugged that in, it changed the setting on my Logitech webcam to record from this mic here, not the blue snowball, and I totally didn't pick up on that. So it's my own fault again, but it's just, don't worry, we've got the gameplay this time. I just don't have my audio recorded, because as soon as I finished the half an hour game session, came back to look at it and it was bloody white noise. It was horrible. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So basically where we are now is I'm just going to do a pre-commentary, after commentary of what we're doing and how we've got in there. It's a bit more professional than me playing it and doing it at the same time. But basically, today we're going to be visiting the maze. Then get thrown into a bloody massive pit of the guys, forgot their names, Spanish names. Yeah. And we get to see a bit more of the cutscene and stuff. I don't want to spoil anything. These crows look evil. And there's something I said in the actual commentary is like I don't want to shoot them in case something actually does happen to me. But we might have got some good stuff. I just didn't want to take the risk. Anyway, we're picking up a load of shotgun ammo here, which is going to be useful later on in the episode. Incendiary grenades also going to be useful later on in the episode. I'm just wondering, guys, did you want me to play any other games after Resident Evil 4? Any games in particular? I was thinking maybe Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I've always wanted to play it, but I've never been able to get into it. The graphics look so good in that game. So let me know in the comments of what you want me to play next. I do plan on playing the next Resident Evil though, but that does look scary as. I've been playing the demo, but not late at night because it's creepy. A lot creepier than this bloody game. This is not that bad anymore. I don't think it's that bad. So as you can see here, we've got a door that needs 2 puzzle pieces to fit in it, 2 moon pieces, and to find them we've got to go into the maze and grab the pieces from 2 fountains. So you can see there's chests down there, but we don't actually need to go in the chests. They just get us ammo.
Mr.
Watch this.
Kennedy, still alive, I see. So, do you like my garden?
See, you've managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost here sometimes. Even if it takes your whole life, you'll never get out. Do you know that no one dies without a cause? You will satisfy the stomachs of my cute pets. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to tie up a few loose ends, like chasing down a couple of rats.
2 rats? If one's Lewis, who's the other? Huh. They're an intruder besides me?
Yet again, Salazar's mentioning bloody pets. We encountered some in the sewers last episode, and they were bloody invisible, weird lizard creatures, and they were bloody awful. We'll find out in a second what these next pets are, but we did hear about a new person in the castle that we haven't seen yet, so we're going to see them later on in the episode, alongside Luis as well, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. You can see them, they're bloody wolves. One jumped out at me, and in the first reaction I thought, shit man, these wolves are going to be freaking running around everywhere, and they are. They're horrible, crazy, and they split open as well, and they've got bloody like tentacles coming out of them. And I came up to this, I came up here and I was like, should I shoot this? I kind of want to see what happens if I shoot it, but then I thought maybe if I can kill the dogs without actually opening the gate, but didn't turn out that way, and I ended up getting mangled. They all started like attacking me. Problem with these dogs is you can run from them, and they don't seem to be able to attack you, but they do have them tentacles that come out their back, and they can jump on you as well if they're running at you at the right angle, and then you've got to like basically mash the stick to get out of it. There wasn't actually anything in there, so it was pretty pointless. They can break through them though, so it was probably a good idea I dealt with them then. So we're looking for 2 puzzle moon pieces at the moment. I thought one of them was going to be in this chest, but no, it's never that easy. Also heard a dog come in, and yeah, managed to jump through the bloody hedge. Like, that was something I didn't want to happen. I wanted them to be like nice and secluded, cornered. I can just wait for them to come around the corner and then shoot them, but instead they ended up running through the hedges. So it got a bit more intense after I found out they could do that. I'm also wondering like how far through the game we are. I don't know if we're like, we must be halfway through it now. We've got to be coming towards maybe near quarter way to the end maybe. I know that there's some other places after the castle, I'm just not sure on what they are yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But we are getting through the castle nice and quick, which is good. We've got a few more boss fights to go though, which I'm not looking forward to. It's going to be pretty intense. So we come up to our first puzzle piece, and it's in this fountain here, which is good. And then I'm thinking to myself, where else could the other puzzle piece be? So I spend about another bloody 2 or 3 minutes running around here getting attacked by these bloody dogs. And in hindsight, I obviously know where it is, so I could have easily just ran through this whole level. That's the thing about this game is you'll see later on in the episode, we don't actually have to fight all these enemies. Like, we come up to a bit later on in the episode and it's such an intense bit. It's crazy intense. But we don't actually have to fight the enemies. You can literally run through, as long as you know what you're doing and where you're going, you can run through the levels and get to the next checkpoint. So it's a bit sad, like a bit annoying that you can do that. Like, you kind of want it to make you feel like real intense. You want to kind of get the joy out of doing it, but to know you can just run through it makes you want to do it a bit more, if you know what I mean. So you're not having to bloody waste all your ammo in case you need it. You'll see which bit we mean when we come to it, but at the moment we're just looking for these this last moon talisman thing, this last. Then we can combine that to put into the door. So now I'm thinking to myself, where the hell am I going? Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Like, so we go over this bridge now, and we're finally on the other side, in the right area on the other side. So we can come around here and open this chest, get the TMP ammo, which will be useful. Any ammo is useful. We've got all the guns that we can use them with, so anything we can pick up is useful. And we come to the last piece here. Now we can move on with this area. As you can guess, dogs galore. I was shitting myself at this point, but I just thought might as well just run through them because I know what I'm doing. The noises do get to you a bit, like when you listen to it, all the noises, like, oh, the dogs are running about behind me, you think they're so close to you, but they're actually probably a while back. So we'll just combine this stone and use it on the door.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
And that's the end of the chapter. So we finally finished chapter 3 of 2, and we can move on to 3-3. We met Ada, who obviously will be more involved later on in the story, I guess. But she works with Wesker, who is a well-known Resident Evil villain. That'll come in handy later. We'll just pick up all the stuff in here. But yeah, so Leon's obviously got a bit of a past with this Ada character. I'm not really sure who she is, or she looks like a bit of a special agent kind of woman. But we're kind of getting the feeling that she's working for the bad side. She's working with Wesker, which isn't good. Let's just read this on the table. We believe she's connected with Sarah, which is Luis Serra, the doctor, Spanish guy. We also believe that she was the one who removed the egg injected into Sarah before it hatched. So she actually removed his egg. So her objective is getting the sample. She probably knows a lot of information too, so they just want to bloody get their hands on her. Pick up a nice bit of jewellery in there, and we can now upgrade and sell our stuff to the famous gun merchant.
What are you selling?
So I think we've got a lot of things to sell. So this mirror with pearls and rubies is worth 12,000, which is pretty good. We've got 1 velvet blue to sell and 3 spindles to sell. So quite a lot of money built up now.
What are you buying? What are you buying?
Let's just check if he's got anything new to sell. I think we've got everything. I was contemplating on buying the rocket launcher, but then I thought we might find it later on. Don't want to waste my money on it. Knowing me, I'll probably just walk right past it. So now we're going to upgrade our guns. Because I've been using that shotgun a lot, I do want to upgrade the firepower on that. So we'll boost up the firepower on that. The capacity could do with doing a bit, so we can hold 11 shots in that now. And the firepower on the pistol to 2. And that'll do us for the upgrades. So we've got a nice little set of guns going on right now. We'll just double check to save, make sure I've got our save data all nice in there. And we'll go through the... So we're back in the dining room. And I'm starting to work it out a bit now. It takes me a bit of a while to sort out getting these puzzles right the first time. Basically these tablets say different things, give you hints to what you have to do to get the door open. But I was a bit confused at like where the area was for me to like actually open the gate. Here we go. So I eventually find the puzzle. I've basically just got to shoot the wine on the picture. And that opens the gate for us. But it's not over yet because we're about to face something really crazy. Hello boys. And one of these guys. Right in front of my face. At this point I was like, please just get me out of here because this is going to get freaking crazy right now. So not only have we got like guys no-clipping the bloody bars to hit us with things, we've also got a freaking like Wolverine claw guy. I didn't really know what to do at this point, so I thought I'd throw a couple of them down. And throw another one down. I kind of wanted to... I couldn't think, like I was too busy like getting absolutely slashed. But you can actually shoot the padlocks on the doors. Yeah, there we go, we got stabbed right in the face. Right, so take 2. I actually realised I could shoot this, so I've shot the shit out of it. Quickly avoided that guy, so intense, and ran to the door. And out we came. I was saying to myself, like, should it be that easy? Like, I was a bit confused to this, like, why have I just skipped that whole section out? Like, I was a bit worried that I might have missed something. I probably did miss something, but there's no way, without wasting all my ammo, I would have been able to kill all them guys, including that executioner guy with his little bloody Wolverine claws. But yeah, so I think I made the right decision. So now we can finally use the lever to... I actually thought the lever was going to open that gate there, but it just turns out to it just brings up the floor so you can get across to that new door over there. So we're quickly just going to equip the shotgun and get across there. Obviously not going to be that simple, is it? So we've got a few friends right now. And one of us come behind as well, as in usual Resident Evil fashion. I don't know how they managed to get across that fast to my back, but I thought I'd treat them with a bit of an incendiary grenade. That killed off most of them. Very useful grenades then, in like taking out massive amounts of enemies. So that was good. Thought I wouldn't waste any more ammo on him and just knife him to death. And suplex him, which is a new move we haven't seen Leon do yet, which is quality. Go through this door and we find a typewriter, and this is me thinking, so I guess I don't have to go back in that room and deal with them other enemies, which is cool because there was a lot of enemies. So there's a guy selling there, and we'll go through and watch the next cutscene.
Leon! I got it! Louis!
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Louis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back. Louis! Louis!
Yep, that bloody bastard Sadler killed Luis, the amazing Spanish guy. You know, I was so pissed. You should have seen the original recording I did of that bit, because I was so freaking annoyed at that. So, poor little Luis, his body's dead on the floor. I hope you're all as annoyed as me. He was only trying to help us. and he actually did manage to give us some of the serum, but sadly we need to get the other one back from Sadler. Ashley's back. Bit excited about that because we finally get to look after her. It's actually the worst thing I can ever think of actually doing. We've just got to pop these things off of her. I was a bit confused at first. I was like, where's the bloody like lever to unlock that? But you just got to shoot them, and she's free.
Talk about near-death experience.
Yeah. And now I've got to do a bit more bloody Leon speciality protection. Leon is not getting paid enough for this. We've just got to pick them off from upstairs. It's not too difficult, but there are a lot of them. See, it's not too difficult. It's not as difficult as before when we had to bloody watch ourselves and Ashley as she's doing the reliever rotation thing. That was horrible. Because you've always got to be wary of like her getting carried away and stuff, and it's just frustrating. Not like you haven't here, but there's not many enemies to kill, is there? Or is there? Like, now more of them are coming in. But that guy's got a key on his chest, so we need to get the key off him. Whilst watching these bloody guys who are firing arrows at us. It does get a bit hectic here. Didn't want to shoot Ashley in the process because that would be annoying. That bloody guy's helmet saves his life twice there. Easy just to pick off. And that is everyone. So Ashley can now go grab the key and let herself through the door.
I got the key. I can get out.
And this is where things go real strange. I'm like, what? Why am I playing with Ashley right now? Like, it goes so weirdly survival horror. Like, I don't have any weapons, I don't have anything on me. Like, I've just got to be careful and use like this and like the environment to get myself through it. But I think, guys, as soon as we hit this typewriter, we'll be ending the episode. So we'll see you guys soon. We get to play as Ashley next time. It'll be fun. It's exciting. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the whole audio situation, but I hope it wasn't too bad. At least we didn't lose the clip this time.